going to tell you, I was at one of the games, and I mean, this guy he is big. I mean, when we went to one of your, well, we go to your games, but what I'm saying, it looked just like, how do I say this, but I mean, this guy, it looked like pro people out there is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I mean, these guys are big, and I mean, Dusty just sitting there, just somebody trying to hit him, and he was hitting back. He's a very well built. He likes to lift weights. He's put on some good pounds since he's been at Kentucky and here, because he does work hard in the weight room, works very hard in the off season. Right. And he's tough to bring down. You know, he weighs about 217 pounds, and he's about 6'2", so he's got good size, and it makes a big difference when you start getting those D linemen dragging on you.
It seems like to me that you have a lot of speed also.
We do. Now, we're not very big,
right,
but we got some guys, we got a lot of weapons, and that's one good thing with Dusty is he knows how to use them. I think the first couple games we played, 10 different receivers caught balls, and we play 5 different running backs. So he's spreading the ball out well, and you can't coach that. It just happens that way, and he's done a good job of doing that, and he knows the talent he's got around him. And tell you, we got a lot of local guys. We got close to 11 local guys that play for us.
That's right.
I tell you, that's fantastic.
I'm going to tell you that when you can bring that, like you say, a lot of it's right under your nose. A lot of people think they got to go over here or go way over there to get somebody, and you have the talent. Changing from offense to defense, man, you got some of them guys that stick you.
They will. Making runs to the ball. I tell you, we were so glad to play a game, and so we didn't have to practice against those guys anymore. Boy, they really are tough. They run well, and they play just like they're coached. I mean, they're fired up all the time, and on my part, it's hard not to get fired up with them, because when they stop them, you know, I got to get the offense ready. Right.
I
can't go over there and hug them or whatnot. So I leave that to the Coach Muschamp and his staff.
I'm going to tell you, but both, I just, you know, like I said, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, I was just saying, like, you know, on the sideline, they seem like, and I don't, but they're just nice guys. I mean, they're very, very, you know, how you doing, Mr. Knight? You know, just real courteous, and I mean, just nice guys. But, you know, after you just like took somebody's heads off, you know, and he comes in and you just expecting this, and just seem like super guys out there.
Well, they are, and they know, you know, you got to be a gentleman off the field, and then, but when you step between those lines, hey,
it's
a battle out there.
It is.
It's a very intense game.
I don't know if there's people, you know, that haven't been to those games, but for those that haven't, you talking about,
I mean,
you're in a pro status. You're talking about just the offense, the way you work it, the defense, you know, the way they hit. I mean, you're close to a pro status game right here in Valdosta.
Right. I mean, they don't. What we want to do is try to tell the people, because I enjoy the games, and I'm sure everybody does. But I mean, when you go out there, it's not a high school. It's not any. It's a league up. I mean, it's like being at Georgia, anywhere you want, pro.
Well, you know, you got guys that have been there that have come back from other teams that are sitting here playing right under your nose right here in Valdosta.
I mean, I know one of the games I went to was 11,000, 12,000.
Yeah, we had over 12,000 when we played Albany State, and then the first home game we played versus Fort Valley, we had up close to 10, which is one of the 5th largest crowd we've ever had.
And that's it.
And I tell you, we got a lot of great players. And one thing about Division II is you get some guys that when they came out of high school, maybe they were an inch too short, 10 pounds too small. But now, if you could go back and recruit them, there's a bunch of them that everybody would want. And the big thing is getting a Division I scholarship a lot of times is more important to a high school senior. And then when they go on and they say, well, maybe, you know, I can get more playing time at Valdosta State or whatnot, you know, bottom line is you play the game to play it. You don't play the game to sit on the bench. So people start realizing that, and we get some guys coming back that are quality players. It just circumstances didn't work out where they were before. You know, we bring them in, and they end up just fitting right in and have done a great job for us.
Well, I'm going to tell you, God has blessed you with yourself and your family and your coaching staff and your players, and you know, boom, that's the man. And, you know, He's just blessed you, and just, you know, just keep doing what you're doing, and
one question I wanted to ask,
John, he wanted to
what do you
coach.
like? What do you like to do? Like your football. What do you like to do when you're away from it?
Well, I tell you, I'm really never away from it.
That's true.
I'm like you
That's
guys.
true. That's true.
I'm like
but you
you
know
guys.
what? Right.
I like to go play golf. I like to fish a little bit. Don't have nearly the time I used to, especially with my little baby now. Any moment I get away from ball, I like to go spend with him and my wife. But but I enjoy doing those things, and you're never totally away from it. Even when you're on the golf course. You're still competing, and you're still thinking about, well, what can we do better?
Right.
But you got to get away every now and then, or you just drive yourself crazy.
Well, drive yourself crazy, burn yourself out. I mean, it'll make you nuts. How you shooting? I mean, what type of score? I mean,
Shoot, I'm not cheating. Well, it just depends. Now.
Is it more like getting away, or are you pretty? I've never played with you. Need to play with you one day.
We need to go do that.
Yeah,
I shoot in the mid-80s low. It depends on my handicap. Though depends on if I'm at my home or away course. That makes a big difference.
There you go. Use them orange balls or the green ones? I use them, the ones I'm finding in the woods.
That's right.
Well, I tell you what, we really appreciate you coming. I know taking the time out and jumping over here and doing this interview or a little talk.
And hopefully that, the people maybe got to know you a little better and, sitting down and talking and feel a little close and everything.
But I'm going to tell you, if you want to see a football game, and you don't need to, you don't even have to go out of town. This man right here is bringing it to Valdosta. And I have been to some of them, and it has been on fire. I mean, on fire. The whole game. The hatch attack. But he is doing a great job. And Chris, congratulations.
Well, I appreciate it.
And if you need something, holler at us. But, this is Chris Hatcher, man, big man at VSU. Go out there and support the team.
Head football coach.
And great staff and great players and a lot of great fans. I was at that last one, and they didn't let up. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Well, I appreciate it there, guys, and for all your support and pump us up as much as you can. And
hey,
we do the same for you.
We don't have to do it too hard. I mean, you out there.
Whenever I'm on that sideline and give you a play, you need to use it.
No, Chris, don't use it. You just stay what you're doing. You're doing good.
I used to play a little football myself.
Like I said, Chris.
You need to get me one of those phones over there, and I'll talk to you during the game.
Like I said, Chris, you're just doing what you're doing. Don't worry about Joe. But this is John Nijem with Nijem Jewelers.
Joe Nijem with Chris Hatcher, the head football coach of VSU. We'll see you later.